Are you familiar with Hiatus Coyote?
No.
They're like an Australian funk band. You would like them.
Are you familiar with the band Dr. Dog?
I've heard of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, well, you put it like that.
Yeah.
This must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. Ain't no time to waste. Ain't no time to waste. So whether you in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Bloomington to Maple Grove, from the east side to the west side, down south to way up north, let me hear you say, this must be the place. Yeah, this must be the place. This must be the place. Ain't no time to waste.
Hello!
Hello.
And welcome, finally back to This Must Be the Place, the only Twin Cities podcast where one of the hosts is opening up a Prince-themed, deep-fried, square-shaped pastry restaurant.
Oh my God. This is a
Do you know what it's going to be called?
raspberry
Beignet.
pie. Oh, raspberry beignet. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I think our listeners got to it before
Raspberry
you did.
beignet. It's did I mention that I have a migraine?
You
The size
did.
of Texas. My eyeball is beating with my heart.
Yeah.
This eyeball is like
So Casey's taking one for the team today because I didn't want to come back to the studio to record it tomorrow.
He said, we can do this tomorrow,
It was an empty gesture.
but I did come all the way here.
Yes.
did
Classic Minnesotan empty
I
gesture.
did come all the way here.
You let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll be there for you.
Yeah, well, and then you let them know what they can do, and you say, well,
Well, I'm busy.
yeah,
Raspberry beignet.
I like it, man. Do you
Did you notice I didn't do real estate and real estate adjacent?
No, because we're not. We've
Right.
graduated.
We've graduated.
Yeah,
Like,
we're a Twin Cities podcast.
We're a Twin Cities podcast.
This is not real estate
No.
anymore. In fact,
We didn't even talk about this before, so I'm glad you agree.
no, I mean,
It hasn't been for a while.
No, it hasn't been forever.
Yeah.
Maybe the first episode we were like, oh, let's talk about the housing market.
The angle of the dangle
yeah,
is
no one cares,
inversely
man.
proportional. Yeah.
I found out that like half the population hates realtors.
Why is that red?
That's red because we're recording a backup,
Oh, okay.
internal backup.
All right. Sorry,
as well.
I have a red light on my mic, and
Yeah.
I am not technologically.
Yeah, we're like 100% legit today.
That's good.
Everything's working.
So people hate realtors, is what you're saying.
I've come to, I'll make a post on like Threads or something that's like,
Like a poll.
did you know? No, I'm like,
Oh.
did you know that, if you're looking, if you don't have to sell a house and you're looking, Minnesota winter is a time where you can find some deals. I mean, prices are about 10% below where they would be.
Yeah.
And some people are like, awesome time, yeah. Or another friend was like, Steph was like,
Yeah.
just found a killer house for clients.
Shout
and we
out
got a great
Steph.
deal. Yeah. And then other people will be like, yeah, 10% off, 40% overvalued real estate anyway. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, maybe you're right. But like, I don't fucking bitch about the cost of a Snickers bar not being 50 cents anymore like it was when I was a kid. It is what it is, man. If you want a Snickers bar, you're gonna go buy the Snickers bar and pay $2 for a Snickers bar,
Yeah.
right? So if you want a house, if you're in the market for a house, now would be the time if you can find one. I'm just,
Seems like a harmless notion.
you can
that
never
you
be
had.
harmless on the internet.
No.
I've found that. You always find somebody who's a PhD microbiologist to disagree with you about real estate because clearly they have enough time to also be an expert in that.
Yeah, it's a bit toxic out there, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's why it's nice to like center yourself in the holiday season with friends and family,
Well
That's
put.
that's what I found. We decorated our Christmas tree last night.
Oh, we did we always do the day after Thanksgiving.
We tried. It didn't work.
You tried?
Yeah.
There is no try.
I don't know.
There's only
no.
do.
We didn't have a tree at that point.
Oh, we have a fake tree.
Oh, okay. All right.
We don't fuck around with the real needles and the dog drinking the pine needle water.
Oh, we love that.
Oh,
Over
you
here
encourage
at
it.
our half Jewish, half Christian house.
Yes.
We go to shout out Schneiders, Schindler. Nope, it's not Schindler's. That's a list.
And Schindler's is where I used to
Schindler's.
buy baseball cards in 1991.
Well, there's a place, and I'll like put the name of it up. It's in like Lake Elmo area.
you drive to Lake Elmo
Yeah, it's a
to
Christmas
buy-
tree farm, man.
You know they have them a mile from your house.
You know, that's like a fucking converted Dairy Queen that they just sell the trees out
I
of or
drove one
Nativity.
by. I drove by one at what's the elementary school version of Cretin-Durham Hall right next door?
Nativity. You
No,
go to the
not
Nativity.
Nativity.
Christmas
Next door to Cretin-Durham Hall.
tree. Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit.
Okay.
They sell Christmas trees. That's
Yes.
like less than a mile from your house.
Yes, but Schlingerland it's like an experience, man. So we used to pack the kids in little sleds they provide, and you hike up into the hill to the farm, and you saw your own tree down and bring it back. And there's a hot apple cider station waiting for you, and like just the snow falling and dogs walking around. And there's like a little like disconnected ski gondola that you can take pictures in front of. And like, it's like the thing, man. It's like what a Hallmark movie is made of. And then a couple years ago, I started bringing my chainsaw. And they didn't approve of that because everybody else is like, and I'm like, and just like zipping it down.
Yeah.
And so then chainsaw, I mean, I probably wasn't the only one, but signs started appearing, do not bring your chainsaw.
Oh boy.
So we stopped cutting the trees down because it got so popular you had to make a appointment like a couple months in advance or a month in advance to go into the forest and cut. So now we just now we just go buy from their pre-cut stuff, but you still get the same like atmosphere and the hot apple cider and the dogs and so it's become a tradition. It's not
Norman Rockwell Ian experience.
Yeah. It's become a tradition more of like, let's go do this rather than like we should go here because it's the only place we know of to get a tree.
What do you go with? Fir? Balsam fir?
This year we did get a balsam. Nope. Yeah. No. I don't know what we got. This year was a balsam maybe. Balsam lose their needles
Sure.
more than most.
Interesting.
We used to go with Korean fir because Korean furs have needle retention.
Like the country Korea?
Yeah, Korean fir.
Okay.
And maybe it first was grown in Korea
Interesting.
on the mountains
Sure.
in Korea.
Sure.
But good needle retention. But it doesn't smell as good as a balsam. Like balsam have that balsamy,
Yeah.
piney
Yeah.
kind of.
Super piney.
Yeah. But they drop a lot of needles. And they're sap.
Yeah. Resinous.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Yeah. So we decorated last night. It was
That's
good.
fun.
We do it up. My house is half Christmas lights, programmable. And then Hanukkah, blue and white, over the window where the Christmas tree is. We kind of get it all going.
All right.
Yep.
Good for you.
That's
I thought Hanukkah wasn't a big thing.
I don't think religiously it's a big thing, right? So like
It's like Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah.
yeah,
the
right.
two big
Those are the
ones.
high holidays, right?
Yeah.
But the commercialization of Christmas, and I can pinpoint it, right? So like throughout my childhood, as Christmas became more and more commercialized,
Yeah.
holiday capitalistic like thing,
Yep.
like Jewish kids.
That now there's a war on.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. As soon as the war on Christmas started and the embargoes started, and the harbors, there were like, you couldn't get the...
Can't even say Merry
there were
Christmas
terrorists.
anymore.
People, I'm listening, watching the American Revolution right now. It kind of reminds me of that. The war on Christmas just...
Is that the Ken Burns?
Yeah,
shit?
dude, it's really good.
Yeah, he's good at what
I've
he
been
does.
running to that on the treadmill.
Yeah.
'Cause it's-
Worst haircut in the history of the world.
Ken Burns is a
Yeah.
human?
Ken Burns is a human being.
No. Not Ken Burns is a human, but
Oh.
Ken Burns Ken Burns, as a human, has the worst haircut.
Google it right now.
Worse than the owner of the Raiders.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Davis guy.
Yeah.
Al Davis's
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Mark Davis.
Worse than him.
All right. If you're all not driving, if you're driving, pull over.
We get a
Google Mark Davis haircut and Ken Burns haircut. Because they're both real bad.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
I keep interrupting.
No, that's okay. So I think throughout American commercialization of Christmas, like Jewish kids felt like they needed to like
Be part of it.
amp it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was super young, maybe we got one cool present, right? And then the rest of the nights were like, here's some dreidels, here's some gelt, here's some little bullshit, right? Knickknacks. And now I think it's more
Man, you got to talk to me like I'm an idiot. What is gelt?
gelt? How do you not? Come on, man.
I just said talk to me like I'm an idiot.
All right. So gelt are chocolate gold coins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And, every good Jew likes to gamble. It's,
I'm not participating in that.
So you're not going to, I can say it because I'm
can
Jewish.
say whatever you want.
So dreidel is a gambling game, dude. And that's what it is.
Is it really?
Yes, man. So you
never
put
knew
the
that.
gelt in. It's like fucking poker or something like that.
I only know the Made It
No.
Out of Clay song.
Yeah, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. We made it out of clay.
Yeah.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Give me your fucking money.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. So we play dreidel and it gets cutthroat in my family. Like my kids my daughter will cut you if she loses. It becomes a vicious game with my children, but it's fun because of how much like my kids are competitive, and it becomes like an all-out gambling spin the dreidel for the chocolate gelt, right?
Okay.
So
I love it.
you want to come over and have some fun? Stick around for a half an hour of the Golden's.
My daughter's competitive too, so like that would be interesting.
Bring
I'm
her
not
over.
competitive.
There's a lot of cursing. There's a lot of calling my daughters like, "You little bitch!" Like yelling at my son because he always takes her money, like money, but chocolate gelt.
coins.
And nobody really wants to eat the chocolate coins. They're not good. They're
No.
like 5-year-old chocolate that's
Right.
been like
Right.
half white at this point.
Right.
So yeah, 'tis the season, man. Tis the season.
The season.
'Tis the season for a show.
In what capacity?
A show. A
podcast?
theatrical performance.
Yes.
Right?
Sure. Good segue.
A-
Oh man, you're the king of segues.
yeah,
bro.
A Christmas Carol is a standard yearly thing at the Guthrie, which is not
Charles
in the
Dickens?
theater district.
It's not in the theater
No,
district.
it's not,
We are
but-
going to talk about the theater district.
And now, This Must Be the Place presents Neighborhood Watch.
This week's Neighborhood Watch, we're going to be talking about the theater district.
Yeah. And as we've discussed before, Neighborhood Watch has nothing to do with neighborhoods.
No, man.
It's a feel.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, just like this podcast has nothing to do with real estate, really. It's
Not
just,
as a rule.
Nope. It's just Twin Cities, man.
Yeah. Just Twin Cities.
Yeah. So
And a little bit of Philly.
little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. We don't want to talk about. I mean, I'll talk about Tyrese whenever we need to,
Yeah.
but
Maybe that's an off-air conversation.
yeah, for sure. This week,
I don't
is.
think that people care about Tyrese
No.
Maxey.
Although,
Or Anthony Edwards, for that matter.
I mean, around here, more people care about Ant.
Yeah.
He had a great game the other night.
He sure did.
Yeah. So did Tyrese. The theater district.
The theater district.
What do you got for me, man? Where is the theater district?
Okay. I would
Is
say
it on Thespian Hill?
it's on Thespian Hill. Yeah. Stratford upon Avon. Do you know what that is?
No.
That's where William Shakespeare lived.
Ah.
The Globe Theater.
Oh, that was Thespian Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The theater district.
Players Alley.
Players Ball?
No, because
Outcast?
the theater in that era consisted of players.
Yes, it did. It did.
Come on, man.
All right. The theater district
Yes.
in downtown Minneapolis.
Yes.
For my money,
Yeah.
it's on Hennepin Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
For my money, it's
Yeah.
between
For my money.
it's between 7th Street and 9th Street.
For your money.
For my money, you do the math. So it's a very short stretch.
It's a short neighborhood.
For my money, it's a short neighborhood.
What's the population of that neighborhood?
But I don't know. But it comprises many theaters actually in 2 blocks, but predominantly and most importantly,
For your money.
for my money, is the Orpheum, the State, the Pantages. Throw in a little Dudley Riggs.
What?
Dudley Riggs, Brave New Workshop.
I know it is the Brave New
Oh,
Workshop.
yeah.
I have no idea what Dudley Riggs is.
He's a man.
Oh, okay.
He was a man. He's dead now.
Okay, all right.
He was the first guy to kind of invent improv.
I was going to say, it
Yeah.
has to do something with improv.
Yeah,
Clearly.
yeah.
Okay.
And the Skyway Theater's there.
Yep. Do they actually do theater or just bad shows?
Well,
Concerts, I mean. B-level rappers.
no, so rappers don't, like, good rap doesn't tour here, I feel like, because I love First Ave and all of its properties.
What's good rap nowadays to you? Just curious. There's no judgment in this.
Well, I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
So, like, the mumblecore rap stuff, the, newer Atlanta stuff, I don't really get down with. As we know,
I don't even know their names.
I'm like a old school New York boom bap guy.
Yeah.
So,
So like 90s, 2000 era rap doesn't come here. And then your guys like Freddie Gibbs's of the world.
like Freddie
they don't
Gibbs
come.
doesn't come here.
Yeah.
And Freddie Gibbs is putting out, in my opinion, the best hip hop music
Sure.
going right now.
Sure.
And he doesn't come here because the First Avs of the world don't have him for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Huh.
But a lot of them will play the Skyway, actually. Like Raekwon played the Skyway, I think.
Yeah.
Or one of the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Why is that hard
Trippie
to
Red
say?
played the Skyway.
What's that?
Trippie Red.
Chirpy Red?
Trippie Red.
I don't know who that is.
Wow. Okay.
We have a chasm in our hip hop knowledge.
Yes.
It's a deep, deep chasm.
Anyway. Your chasm, to my knowledge, is like my chasm to like an actual like 18 or 19-year-old's knowledge of hip hop. Like I sort of tuned out like about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like I can't do it anymore.
Sure. Sure.
So that's
around like Run the Jewels, like when Run the Jewels came out, like Killer Mike and LP.
around when like
They came out in like 2011.
like Pop Smoke was a thing and Trippie Red and
I don't know what any of those words are.
I mean guys I can't even name right now because I don't retain their information well
Sure.
enough to name them. Don Tolliver and so guys you never heard of.
Yeah, that's the chasm.
Yeah.
Anyway, hip hop acts will play the Skyway, but I wanted to talk about the history and the beauty and the uniqueness of the 3 in particular: the Pantages, the State, and the Orpheum.
Didn't they move a theater down there? But it's not. It's on Hennepin, but it's like further down. It's further east on Hennepin. I thought they like moved an entire. You tell your story.
I'm gonna tell my story.
I'm gonna look this up.
Okay, so speaking of further down Hennepin, the Orpheum Theater, which is probably the best known of all the theaters in the theater district and also in the city of Minneapolis. That's where like Hamilton was, like
Alexander Hamilton.
I saw that there with my daughter, and she was super sick and we had to leave at intermission.
Boo.
Yeah, it sucked. She was really bummed out. But that's where kind of the big traveling Broadway shows play. But it opened originally in 1921, and it was originally called the Hennepin, not the Orpheum.
Yeah. You're correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you venture to guess how many people it seats?
The
Currently.
Orpheum?
Yeah, currently.
1,362.
Double it.
Really?
2,621.
No way. That's crazy.
It was originally a venue for vaudeville. So
Okay.
it wasn't, they weren't putting on like Broadway-ish type musicals and plays. They weren't doing like, music shows or stand-up comedy or anything like they'll do sometimes now. But do you know who the first act to perform at the then Hennepin, now Orpheum?
The first act ever?
First act ever in 1921.
Charlie Chaplin.
Close. I don't know if this is close, but in my mind it's close. The Marx Brothers.
Huh.
You know.
Yeah. Like this is what I think of all of them. Yeah. Eyebrows raised.
Eyebrows raised. Yeah, see? Like that kind of stuff, right? Groucho. You got Groucho?
Yeah.
You got Harpo?
That's the same as
got Zeppo?
same person as Charlie Chaplin.
In my mind, too.
Yes, right?
They're all in black and white.
Yeah. And the Pet Boys.
Yeah, right. Everybody's in black and white somehow, even though it was a color.
Yeah. And the music was
even though it was a color.
Like that's how all the music went.
But the Marx Brothers were the first act to perform in the Orpheum, and they ended up, during their week-long run, they drew 70,000 people to downtown Minneapolis.
That's a lot.
Yeah, man. To see the Marx Brothers.
Listen, were the Wright brothers around the same time as the Marx Brothers?
Yeah. I think they predated the Marx Brothers a little bit, because it wasn't the Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, like...
This is your wheelhouse. This is random knowledge.
Yeah. The Wright brothers were from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, and I think that was like 1912.
Okay. All right.
Ish.
All right. Some famous brothers back then.
The Neville brothers?
They're a little bit later. Wow. They're a little bit later.
The fabric of our lives. Remember he did the cotton commercials?
Yeah.
Neville. So back in that time of the 1920s in downtown Minneapolis, the theater district was literally a theater district. Guess how many theaters were on that stretch?
14.
40.
40.
40.
That's
40.
That's a lot, man.
Well, you didn't have, I know this is going to be a surprise to the listeners in 2025.
You didn't have Schindler's?
There was a Schindler's in downtown Minneapolis when I was a kid.
There was.
You didn't have cell phones or TVs or even fucking radios. So you had all these theaters because the masses need to be entertained.
Yeah.
And there was no real other form of entertainment. And if you lived in the city, you had the luxury of all these theaters. So it drew people in. And these people were very successful, and they made that's how they made their living. Both the owners of all these theaters and the actors and vaudevillian types.
I would imagine not every city had a wealth of theaters like that. Because
I bet you're right.
And by the way, the Christmas tree farm is called Krueger's.
Not Schneiderman's.
Nothing to do with an S.
Okay.
Not Shields.
Got it.
But, Minneapolis still, I think, is the fourth largest theater city in the nation. New York.
Chicago?
No. Nope. New York, LA, San Francisco.
Minneapolis?
I believe Minneapolis.
Okay.
Small theaters here. You think about still, not in the theater
We've
district.
talked about them in Neighborhood Watch for dozens of different neighborhoods we've
Mixed
talked
Blood,
about on the podcast.
Southern Theater, like
Pillsbury.
Yeah, Pillsbury House.
Yeah.
So it's clearly that's rooted in pretty deep history with the downtown theater district.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that there were that many down there.
I have another trivia game for you. Guess how much tickets cost in 1921 when the Orpheum opened, which was then the Hennepin?
12 pence, a shekel.
It was 47 cents for an adult.
Okay.
9 cents for a child.
Okay, that's a shekel.
That's about a shekel, I
Yes.
think, right?
I think so.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Do you have some of the names of the plays that they put
I
on
do.
back then? Are they good?
Well, I will say this. The Orpheum, after years later, obviously, famous for having original productions of the following. The Lion King.
Oh.
The first ever Lion King was at the Orpheum before it went to Broadway. I never saw it, the play, but I've heard it was very
You never
good.
saw The Lion King on the Broadway version?
No.
Have you seen the movie?
I've seen the
The
early
cartoon.
90s cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, mid-90s cartoon.
Yeah, okay. Just
course.
checking. Just checking.
Circle of Life and all that.
Yes.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Hakuna Matata.
Victor Victoria is a thing I've heard of.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Elton John put on something called Ada, A-I-D-A.
I've heard, yep.
That's like, I think it's like a legendary famous.
Yes.
You know.
Don't Cry for Me, Argentina.
No, that's Aveda.
Oh. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
the hair salon. That's Aveda.
Yeah. Yeah. Veda, Aveda, and Ada.
So those.
That would be a good play. Make a story out of that.
And then you can go across the street and get yourself some raspberry beignets, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Callback?
Yeah.
So the original productions of those three were there, I found out. I don't know what else they did earlier.
I mean, Elton John is not very early in life. If this thing's been around since like the Marx Brothers,
Yeah.
and you're throwing out Elton John as one of the earliest things,
Hey, man.
we're missing 50 plus years worth of.
Well, because it wasn't this vaudevillian throwback for a long time because it kind of fell into disrepair a little bit. And then this dude named Ted Mann bought it up.
Of the Man?
Of the Mann Theaters, M-A-N-N.
Okay.
And turned it into a movie theater.
Interesting. So the theaters down there, the ones that survived, didn't survive as theaters the whole way through.
Correct.
Okay.
None of them did.
Oh.
So
Even
they
the
all
Pantages
have.
and
No,
like-
none of them.
Okay.
And I'll tell you about the state in a second. The state has the coolest, weirdest ass history.
Yeah.
But no, Ted Mann bought up a bunch of these theaters
And turned them into
movie theaters,
Okay.
and then did what I think a lot of rich people who don't have any connection to the area do, and those went into disrepair, and people stopped caring about them, right?
Yeah.
And then guess who bought the Orpheum in 19 diggity something? I don't know what year it was.
Paul Rubens.
Bob Dylan and his brother bought the Orpheum
That's cool.
to save it from disrepair.
Bob and Wayne Dylan.
Sure. I don't know his brother's name, but in the late 70s.
Yeah.
And then in 1988, the Minneapolis Community Development Agency purchased the Orpheum from Bob Dylan and his brother.
Okay.
And refurbished it and remarketed it to be what it is today. And then now all three of those theaters are owned by the Hennepin Theater Trust.
And it's jumping down there on any given
Hell yeah.
any given
There's a lot going on, man.
weekend night.
Speaking of Prince, you got Purple Rain at the State Theater right
Yeah,
now.
that's true. Yep.
I think right now it's at least
It was.
it was very recently.
Yeah. First runs of that.
Yeah, I've heard very mixed reviews.
Yeah. I mean,
I've heard like some people say it's utterly awful, and I've heard some people say the music is great and the performances of the music are great, but Prince would have hated every second of it.
yeah.
Like, that's the kind of the general consensus.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to do a guy like that justice in a Broadway style show.
One could
Because
almost say
while
you
he was-
should never have done it.
I mean, like Purple Rain, the movie was like, that's an easy script to follow if you're going to put it on stage.
Yeah.
But like, you just, like, when you put the live music in there, man, you lose like all of the grit. Or like it's incredibly hard to keep the integrity and the grit of like what that movie was and package it in a palatable like Broadway style play. You know what I mean? Like that's a tough ask because
It's very tough.
because nothing on Broadway remains gritty. You know what I mean?
No, it's the opposite of that. It's show tuney and
Yes.
harmless.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm not sure how Prince would have felt. Maybe older Prince would have liked it. Maybe it would have been like,
Maybe. But like those basement scenes from the movie in his house, where his dad is raging and beating his mother and like,
you just need some really good actors, you know?
yeah.
And there are very good Broadway actors, but like stage acting is a lot different than like film acting, you know what I mean? And it's almost like you need it's just so hard to translate in the form of a musical.
For sure.
Because there are some amazing plays that can get gritty like that if they just ripped the music out of it and had like a biopic of his life.
My ex-girlfriend and I, who I later married, we saw Rent in New York City on Broadway. like 6 months after we started dating, we were like
5,487,
Yes.
542,000 minutes.
525,600 minutes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
6 months after my ex-girlfriend and I started dating, we were like, let's go to New York. So
And
we
see
just,
Rent.
yeah, and we were broke.
Was Neil Patrick Harris in that version?
No.
Okay.
But anyway, that is a very gritty story.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, they're like the best ones do it, right?
yeah.
Like still schmaltzy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be cats. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so
Right.
it'd be interesting to see how they do it. Jersey Boys is one. It's the story of Frankie Valli and it, not bad, man. As far as Broadway plays go, especially if you like that era of music. Like my dad loved doo-wop and that, you know. What
maybe
were they
that's why
called?
you like Billy Joel.
Probably.
I think of Frankie Valli and I think Billy Joel, and I'm like, they're the same person.
Girls, that guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was Frankie Valli and the?
Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they had some good tunes. You know.
Not for me.
Yeah, that's because you're like a Midwest, like fucking oingo boingo guy.
What does that even mean?
It just
Oingo
means-
Boingo's.
just
I
mean-
thought you were going to say I'm like a John Cougar Mellencamp because he's from the Midwest.
No, well, that dude got off his rocker. Have you seen him talk about vaccinations and other stuff? Oh,
I mean,
man.
I don't like John Cougar
What a
Mellencamp,
boy!
but
That
like,
dude can barely sing anything anymore. He basically like he's sort of like Tom Waits talks over things, but even less singy. Can't play the guitar very well, and then like railed against like vaccines with Liberty or something in the last show I saw. It was bananas, man.
boy. Do you remember that cover he did of Wild Nights with Michelle and Deggiocello in the video for it?
No,
Oh.
no.
That was a good song. Okay, let's
I want to hear about the state.
let's land this plane. The state also opened in 1921.
Okay.
So the state, if you are standing outside the doors of the Orpheum,
Yep.
the state is across the street
Yep.
and left.
Yes,
Yes.
back and
Back
to the left.
and to the left.
Yeah.
I get that reference.
Yeah, thank you.
At the time, it was considered the most technologically advanced and elaborate theater in the United States. It had the first air conditioning in the United States.
That's crazy.
The original stage floor was glass and it was lit from underneath
That
to
would be
create
cool.
visual effects. Right, which is like,
Yeah.
no, it was
It's
state
like
of
a
the art.
Michael Jackson video. It's like Billie Jean.
It's just like Billie Jean.
Yeah.
It's like that Billie Jean.
Yes.
Do you know how many people the state seats?
For my money,
For your money,
I'm guessing 2,300.
2,181.
That was closer.
So again, it kind of went similar cyclically to the Orpheum and these other theaters where like started out hot potatoes, man, like vaudevillian, everybody's going, selling out. The Marx Brothers are here, Pep Boys, Charlie Chaplin. Who are some other?
The Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges were there.
I wonder if they ever played the state.
Yeah.
Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk.
But then it kind of fell off, probably due to World War II ass bullshit. Who knows?
Can we agree on something here?
Yeah.
I think the world is ready for a new version of the Three Stooges.
Like a movie?
Yeah, it's just like a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that like what Jackass was trying to do?
Fucking Jackass are stupid. They're dumb. They're just like...
The Three Stooges were the height of intellectual.
Yeah. It was much more like slapstick, not like staple your balls to a rabid squirrel nest and see what happens. You know, like
Yeah.
more wholesome. You know,
Okay.
a little more why oughtas.
Yeah.
More
a little more
poke
eye.
of the
Yeah, a little
eye.
more eye poking with the
Yeah.
hand up.
Come on, man.
Bowl cuts.
Kids nowadays need to see that. Good old fashioned mischief.
Okay. Well, your definition of need is different than mine, but that's okay. But again, fell into this cycle of like, okay, whatever 40s disrepair, Ted Mann bought it, turned it into a movie theater. In 1972, the State Theater was sold to the Jesus People Church.
It was actually called the Jesus People.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
The Jesus People Church
It's a little on the nose.
yeah, it is. Bought the State Theater. Now, do you know who the Jesus People Church are? You don't, because I didn't.
Mormon Latter-day Saint.
No.
Early.
Disaffected hippies who didn't want to delve too much into the hippity-dippity, anti-war, LSD, open your mind.
So peace, love, and Jesus.
Peace, love, and Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But
All
they
right.
all looked like hippies.
Yeah.
And they bought the State Theater.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had some kind of rich-ass benefactor
Turned
that
it
could
into a
afford it.
patchouli factory and made frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like a holy place for the Jesus People Church.
Okay.
And they had congregations there. I don't go to church, so I don't know what all these words means that I'm saying. Church services, all these things.
Yeah.
And if you are bored, Wikipedia, the Jesus People Church, man, it's a trip.
I don't trust Wikipedia.
It was very surface level Jesus People Church. I didn't want to dig too deep.
I now want to dig deep into what the Jesus people were, who they were,
Well,
who their leader was.
clearly lame as hell with the name.
Yeah, it's a terrible name.
Terrible name. Like Scientologist
It's
is
like
better than that.
It's like a Simpsons
yeah,
name.
That's
for,
right.
For like the cult that, crazy. The Jesus People Church.
Yes.
And
And then
so they
10 years later, it started disbanded. It became what it is today.
And was bought by the Hennepin Theater Trust
Yes.
or the city at that point.
That's correct.
What about the Pantages?
This is what I got on the Pantages. I got some good stuff on the Pantages. So if you're standing outside the State Theater,
Yes.
the Pantages is across the street again to your right.
Yes.
Closer to the old Seven Sushi.
Yes.
Which is still has a 7 sign.
Yes.
And them shits hasn't been open in a decade.
Yeah. That's because it's on 7th. So the sign just kind of works in perpetuity.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right. But right around the corner from First Ave.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Pantages was opened in 1916, so it was the first of the 3.
Wow. Okay.
Venture a guess to how many. I've never been to the Pantages. Do you know that?
No, I don't think I have either. 1,842.
1,014. So it's the smallest of the 3.
Okay. All right.
But it was, again, opened as a vaudeville house by this dude named Alexander Pantages.
Oh, that's a good last name.
It's a good overall name. Alexander Pantages.
I think
destined for greatness.
Yeah, I probably, if I were his friend, I would have called him Alex Pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the name itself, the full name, it's a great name.
Like the character actor Joe Pantoliano. You know
Joey
him?
Pants.
Joey Pants.
Yeah. Alex Pants.
Alex Pants. But it was, again, a vaudevillian, much like the other 2.
Yeah.
It kind of followed a similar path.
Fell into disrepair.
It did.
7 Sushi bought it.
But
turned it into an aquarium.
In 1922, they added this big stained glass dome to the top of it.
Yes.
Which I believe is still there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't actually know that for a fact. I'm just saying. Yes.
Oh, okay. It was the premier movie house in Minneapolis as it went through its progression. It was more premier, I guess, than the other one.
Sure.
But it hosted...
Did Ted Mann own that too?
I believe he did, actually, yeah.
Okay.
It hosted the premieres of iconic films like West Side Story and The Sound of Music. So if you wanted to see one of those 2 movies in the Twin Cities...
That's where you went. You didn't go to the Grandview. You didn't go to the slimy little neighborhood shop.
Nope.
Or the Riverview.
Nope.
Those are all mid-mod. Those probably didn't open until what, the 40s? 50s?
Yeah. Those are all mid-mod, right?
Yeah.
Probably. But it remained a theater until 1965.
Art Deco.
With its last major event being the premiere of Annie.
Oh, interesting. That's it? There was no more of that story? Okay. I thought that was going somewhere.
I let's just say I started my research with the Orpheum and it really tailed off as I got into the Pantages.
You know, while we're talking about just theaters in general.
Yes.
Not in the theater district.
No,
The Guthrie,
the Guthrie's great.
world renowned.
Yeah.
Of the theaters in town, that's by far the most the highly acclaimed one that gets the best actors.
Yeah.
In the longest.
And it's
running
connected to the Mia.
shows. It is. Do you remember the original Guthrie space over by the Cherry and the Spoon by the Walker?
I remember it, but I never went.
I went there once, and it was sweet. It was awesome. The new one obviously is like I think a architectural draw for the city.
Yeah.
Made to look like an old grain elevator and grain silo because it's in the Mill District.
Right.
And they have a Christmas Carol every year. And hopefully they brought back the original one because last year they switched it up and did a different version of it, and it fucking sucked.
Is that another tradition with you and your
It
family?
was a tradition, like not every year, but we'd go every once in a while. We thought we'd go last year because it was a new version.
Yeah. Not as
No
good.
bueno. But they also have
How different could it have been?
pretty.
Is it like set on
No.
Mars or something?
Like it's the same story, but it's like just very different in the production of it and like how they got to the same points.
Interesting.
It's hard to say, but it's like it's like if Steven Spielberg directed it versus like
Spike Lee.
Christopher Nolan or Spike Lee.
Sure.
Right? You'd get three very different Christmas carols with those guys directing it, which would be interesting. I would love to see a Spike Lee directed Christmas Carol and see how that would work out.
Me too.
But I just wanted to give a shout out to the Guthrie because they have, I think, 3 shows going on right now. They don't. West Side Coffee somewhere, and Macbeth is coming.
Wait, did I say that Mia is connected to?
Mia's not connected. That's a children's
I was thinking
theater.
the children's theater is connected.
Yeah,
to
the
Mia.
Guthrie is the Guthrie.
The Guthrie is the
And
Guthrie.
it used to be Sea Change, and guess what restaurant is moving in there? It's
White
right.
Castle.
No, come on, man. It's the besides Diane's place, it was the talk of the
Awamni.
country. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's moving into the old Sea Change place, which is it's a cool vibe in there. It's a weird place for a restaurant like that. Sea Change always seemed dead to me if it wasn't at a show, and even after a show, it was still kind of dead. But that sometimes is Minneapolis on a Thursday night.
Totally. Well, we should shout out the children's theater too, because the children's theater is
Children's
badass.
theater is badass. We already talked about the Pillsbury House.
Yeah,
but
we've
like
talked about
the
all that,
Mixed Blood, the Southern, the Penumbra.
Penumbra's still around?
Oh yeah,
That's great.
yeah, dude. There are so many good theaters in the Twin Cities. That if you want to go see a good production, be it like a one-man, one-woman act, all the way up to
like
main stage at
touring
the Guthrie.
Broadway, yeah.
Yes. You can find something any night of the week.
It's the holidays, guys. Just get your asses out there and go see a show. Come on.
I'll
What are
say,
we
like,
doing?
experiential presence are a thing, right? Even if it's a terrible show, you have that to talk about from there on out.
Yeah.
So yeah, give the gift of theater. I don't know where
That was
I'm
a good
going with
neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
That's okay.
What should we move on to? What about this day in Minnesota history? This week in Minnesota history?
This week in Minnesota. This week in Minnesota history.
This week in Minnesota history.
Yes.
November 30th, which would have been technically this week because we're recording on December 2nd. In 1960, Ernest Hemingway, you've heard of him, was admitted to St. Mary's Hospital in Rochester to undergo shock treatment.
Was that the Mayo before the Mayo was the Mayo?
I have no idea. for depression. He was mentally unwell. Drank
Ernie?
Ernie, yeah, he drank mojitos all day
You
long.
never would know after, reading his writing.
Right? Did he drink mojitos? No, he drank. What is the delicious drink that turned
Rum chata.
bastardized into like Florida vacation? Daiquiri.
Oh,
Hemingway daiquiri, like a classic Hemingway daiquiri, is one of the best drinks
really?
on the planet. Yeah,
What's it comprised of?
rum,
Okay.
a lot of rum,
Okay.
sugar or simple syrup,
Sure.
lime juice,
Sure.
and that's about it. You can add a little bit of.
You don't blend it?
No,
with some ice?
there's no ice. No, it's shaken until it's like cold as hell, and then you strain it into like some kind of gimlety.
We should have Hemingway Daiquiri Day on the.
A Hemingway
podcast.
daiquiri is so good, and
We have
then
to do
there's
the whole podcast like
there's
this.
like a half ounce of an extra like a maraschino cherry liqueur, like a half ounce of that.
Could you use Malibu?
Don't degrade the classic Hemingway
Okay, I'm
daiquiri
sorry.
with your talk of Malibu.
I'm sorry.
So this week in Minnesota history in 1960, this dude in 1960, not that long ago, I did not know he was alive that long. He was undergoing shock treatment in Rochester for depression. A few days later, committed suicide in Idaho.
Dude, think about that. 1960, which is 70 years ago at this point.
65, but
Well,
who's counting?
Close enough, right? Like, now you're making me do the math. 65 years ago.
Yeah.
They were using shock therapy for
Yeah.
depression.
Our parents were alive.
Yeah. It makes me wonder what in 20 years we're gonna look back on and be like, we were doing what for who?
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
I have a long list, mostly involving policy decisions of powerful. Like,
Yeah.
What were we doing?
Yeah.
Okay. In 1967,
Yeah.
this week in Minnesota history, Eugene McCarthy,
McCarthyism.
different McCarthy.
Oh, my bad.
That was Joe.
Okay.
Joey
Okay.
Mack.
Okay.
Announced he would challenge Lyndon B. Johnson for the Democratic nomination.
Yeah, it didn't go well for him.
It
Was he a
didn't.
Minnesotan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Famous
okay.
Minnesotan.
Okay.
Yeah, Eugene McCarthy was a famous Minnesotan. He was a member of Congress, both in the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Did he own a shopping empire?
Like
McCarthy's?
Donaldson's or
Yeah.
something? No, he did not. But seemingly, like, he was he hated the Vietnam War.
Okay.
And he hated what we were doing in the Vietnam War.
Okay.
And he said, we shouldn't be in the Vietnam War.
Okay.
So he's like, somebody needs to stand up to Johnson. And then he entered the race, and then Bobby Kennedy entered the race, and he was like, okay, I'm Bobby Kennedy.
He out McCarthy.
I am charismatic. I'm
Yeah.
good looking.
Yeah.
I've got my brother's legacy.
Yeah.
I'm going to win this whole thing.
Yeah.
Lyndon Johnson's old ass backed out.
Yeah.
Bobby Kennedy got shot,
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah. All because
Hubert
of
Humphrey,
all because of Minnesota.
and then Hubert Humphrey, who's also from Minnesota, was Lyndon Johnson's chosen nominee for president. So Hubert Humphrey ran, McCarthy faded away, Humphrey lost to Nixon,
Yes.
and the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. You do the math. What did I say earlier?
For my money.
For my money, the rest is history. One more.
Okay.
December 4th, 1928 in Minnesota history.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Dapper Dan Hogan?
I'm a Dapper Dan man. That's what I think of with Dapper Dan, but that's because I don't like FOP.
Correct. These are all that Coen Brothers movie
Yes,
reference.
yes, they
that
are.
I can't
Thank you.
say right now.
Oh,
'cause I can't
brother,
remember.
where
Oh,
art
brother,
thou?
where art thou? So
He sounds like a wrestler.
no, but you'll get why his name's Dapper Dan Hogan in a minute. So he ran the Green Lantern Speakeasy. This was during Prohibition times.
Okay.
Which again we can trace back to Minnesota because of that guy's name that I can't remember, that was the senator that cast the deciding vote or whatever on prohibition.
Yes.
But there was, as you know, living in St. Paul, and we've talked about historically on this podcast, you have at length, St. Paul was a freaking
Gangster town.
prohibition gangster ass town,
Yeah.
dude. And the leader, one of the 3 or 4 leaders of the gangster ass town of St. Paul was a dude named Dapper Dan Hogan. He owned the Green Lantern Speakeasy.
Okay.
He was the longtime boss of St. Paul's underworld during that time.
All right.
Somebody blew his ass up in a car.
Oh,
December 4th, 1928. Yep. He went to start his car. Somebody put some kind of explosive device under the ignition.
Bing, bang, boom.
And bing, bang, boom.
Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan is
Was no more.
no longer dapper.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It would have been romanticized. It would have been like a cool time to live. But it probably would have been a shitty time to live.
It probably would have been.
Yeah.
But you get all like the Bonnie and Clyde romantic,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
Lucky Luciano,
Yeah.
whatever.
Partying in the Wabasha caves.
Partying in the Wabasha caves,
Yeah.
evading police. But you know what? I looked up this dude named Dapper Dan Hogan, and turns out the whole goddamn infrastructure of the city was corrupt. From the police chief and the politicians, they were all in it with this Dapper Dan Hogan.
Yeah. Or a sanctuary city.
Yeah. So they would basically just look the other way for all the stuff he did.
Yeah.
Let him
Cost of doing business.
Yeah,
man.
it was all, that's what it was.
I mean, if anything, Nina taught us that, went back even probably farther
one
than
of our
that,
first
right?
episodes.
Yeah, because, you know, the brothel and the how they stayed in business was just paying the cops. It was the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. This week in Minnesota history.
Are we doing a Boomtimes?
I got Boomtimes.
Welcome to Boom Times, a segment called Boom Times, Boom Times.
For those uninitiated, Boomtimes.
They know. We know.
Dude, you never know when we're going to have a new listener. We can't just say Boomtimes and start talking about dumb shit. People aren't going to know. This is for the one new listener. Boomtimes.
BOOMTIMES.
It's an
Books.
abbreviation.
Only often movies.
Oh my God.
Television. Immense movies. Extreme sports. Boomtimes.
Thank you. That's kind of what it is. For Boomtimes this week, what do you want to talk about?
What don't I want to talk about?
I want to talk about Pluribus.
Yeah.
Do you have Apple TV? Have
I've been watching it.
Dude.
Yeah. It's
Pluribus, obviously you've probably all heard of it. If you haven't, it's a Vince Gilligan show.
Yeah.
It's his third.
Yeah.
He did Breaking Bad and Better
Yeah.
Call Saul, which
Yeah.
are 2 of the best shows ever. And this one so far is,
It's getting there.
dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
Rhea Seehorn.
I'm only four episodes.
I think I am also 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
Rhea Seehorn she played Kim Wexler in Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
And
She's the sister of Jason Seahorn, famous safety, New York Giants.
who proposed to his girlfriend on Jay Leno's show, I believe. Right?
Yeah. It's full circle.
Full circle. Not related to Jason Seahorn. I don't believe.
Not?
No. Anyway, the show is awesome. Pluribus is awesome.
Jackie Treehorn?
From The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
No. It's such a good show. It's so thought-provoking and well done, and the way he shoots a show is so
Cinematic.
cinematographic.
Cinematic.
Is so great. And he got his start writing for the X-Files, and I never watched the X-Files. So what I'm
My
going
wife
to
was
do...
a big X-Files.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch all the X-Files. I can't
Scully.
wait.
Mulder.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So what I want to talk about
Sure.
for Boomtimes is it's high school basketball season. And that's fun.
It is fun.
I don't want to talk about high school basketball. I'm
Okay.
getting this edited out. I don't have anything for Boomtimes, man, because I do Pluribus. That's good.
Yeah.
And then everything else I'm doing right now is like
You're busy with kids' sports.
Yeah, it's kids' sports all the time, man.
Yeah.
It's my son's got his stuff coming up. My daughter is 8th grade, but she's playing varsity for Highland. So that's a new experience. And it's just, it's a lot of driving.
Casey is just worn out. He's driving and he's busy and he doesn't have time for all this pop culture nonsense.
I am worn out, but
He's got a headache.
I consume a lot in my personal day-to-day and here.
Yes.
That when I go home, I just like to sit in silence.
You sound like the oldest man I've ever heard.
With a warm cup of tea.
Yep. You have your wood that you whittle on your front porch.
I like to look out at the neighborhood through the windows.
Yeah. Shake your fist at the kids. Get off my lawn.
No. I enjoy the passersby.
Oh.
And I like to just be with my thoughts. Ever so quietly.
Notice a bird on a branch.
Maybe
a jay of some kind.
Yeah.
Or a
Maybe
finch.
Put my dog's prolapsed anus back in his body.
Yep.
After letting him out for the 50th
Put
time.
your slippers on and go to bed.
Yeah, that to me is the dream. That's my boom time.
I want to talk about. I talked about this almost a year ago on Boomtimes, but it's a podcast that's so effing good.
Oh,
it's called One Song.
Yeah,
and it's these two dudes. This musician, his name is Diallo Riddle, and this other musician, his name's Luxury with 3 X's, but he's not douchey, even though it sounds douchey.
Yeah.
Every episode, and they have video, you can watch it on YouTube or whatever too. They have a video link or whatever that follows along with it. But every episode is a different song, and they break down every single portion of the song down to the samples.
Sure.
That's
all
what
the
I
different
find the most
vocal and
instrumental parts. The stems, which is a word I definitely knew what it meant.
They
I
just
didn't have
did
to look up.
the
What are stems? I know what they are, of course, clearly. I didn't have to look that up at all.
The component mixed groupings of song, what makes up a song.
Yeah.
So like you have the drum stems, which are the drums, the mixed drums soloed by themselves. You can have the lead vocals, the background vocal stems, the bass stems. So you can stem what would be, let's say, 70 to 100 tracks of music in a record, right?
Yeah.
Kick, snare, tom, snare, top, snare, bottom, overhead microphones, rides, rooms. So your kit, let's say your drum kit is comprised of 13 individual microphones, right? Those stem together into the drum stems would be that full kit stemmed and mixed as a stereo audio track. So
that's exactly what they do.
Distill 70 to 100 tracks down to say 10 stems of the songs where you solo out the bass or, you know what I mean, solo out the drums or something like that. That's how I tend to think of stems.
So, yes. So like one of the 2 most recent episodes, they did Lust for Life by Iggy Pop, which was a great episode. And it's one of the things they do, they're like, why do I know this drum riff, And then they do something like this. This is the song. Same drum.
Yeah.
And then.
Why does one make one think of the other? Rhythmically, it's that dun 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 dun. Yeah. They're evoking this.
This is the Supremes. You Can't Hurry Love. It's the same.
That's also Maneater.
Supremes, July 1966.
Yeah, it's so many songs.
Yeah.
Also has
Hall & Oates Maneater.
I just pulled that out, yeah.
Town Called Malice. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Waves. Has the
Walking on Sunshine.
Tell Her About It by Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Time Lover by Stevie
Yeah,
Wonder.
we're going to get flagged on YouTube if you keep playing this.
Oh, it's all Anyway, it's super cool. They also did
Everybody steals from everybody. They did
everybody steals from everybody.
The episode that I saw just recently a clip of, and the only reason I pulled it out was and it was I couldn't.
Oh, so you know one song?
Huh? Yeah, I know.
I didn't think you knew that podcast.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Their most recent episode, they did "Devil's Pie" by D'Angelo.
Ooh.
And they talk about the production, the J Dilla production.
Sure.
And how like the woozy, almost drunk kick drum.
Yes.
With the on-tempo hi-hat.
Yeah, it's so out of time.
It's so out of time, but the
it's the
hi-hat.
feel.
Yeah.
That's Dilla. Right?
That's Dilla. It's Dilla time. It's just vibes.
Yep.
When it comes to kind of the mood of
There's
the song.
this little kid, music kid Miles. He probably goes by his real name at this point because he's like 9 now. But he started his dad started filming him making stuff when he was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And just like a savant, like a prodigy. And he produces on like Logic. And he plays all his own stuff and he recreates these songs. And he's a 5-year-old who's like, and now I'm going to quantize.
Wow.
And now I'm doing this. And he went to Electric Lady Studios and like got to play all that stuff and like record there. But he always, it's funny to see this like 8-year-old kid, 7-year-old kid, whatever he is in these clips, being like, I think I'm going to try my drums on Dilla time. And he's like playing drums like Dilla. And
how does your brain even able to do that?
It's impressive, man, because it's so like just the bounce and the like the laziness of how it all comes together, but the feel is it's something that Dilla will forever be famous for. It's and you got 8-year-old kids talking about Dilla time.
Yeah.
It's like a thing.
Wow, that's super cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all I got for Boomtimes.
Yeah, man, it's good to get back in the saddle. Good. And I think we're gonna get back to doing a weekly pod from here on out. So we'll catch you next week.
This must be the place. Yeah, this must be